In this video, I'm going to show you two methods for dealing with tabs, because if you have page numbers on your pages, you want those numbers to skip the tabs. You don't want the tabs involved in the page numbering. So in this document on the A Master, I've made a great big page number frame, and you can see that it's easy to read. That was my point here. I have a 24-page document. Now, when I want to insert a tab, I want the page numbers to skip that tab. So if I go to, let's say, page 10, and my next page is going to be the tab, currently page 11. I double-click page 11. In the Pages panel, I'll go up here to the upper right-hand corner, go to the panel menu, and then choose Numbering and Section Options. And all I really need to do is establish this as a separate section. So part of that's done, Start Section. What really makes this work, though, is picking a different section style. So I'll just choose A, B, C, D. Now, whether it starts at a particular page number or continues with automatic page numbering doesn't really matter for our purposes. So I'll click OK. That makes everything afterward weird. Now we've got LM and so forth, so on. So K is my tab. L is going to be the continuation. I had page 10. I'm skipping over the tab. L is going to become page 11. So I double-click page L, go up to the panel menu, choose Numbering and Section Options again, and then it understands, it's smart enough to know, oh, you want to start a section. So what I have to do is start the page numbering at 11, and so there we go. Page 10 is my tab. It picks up the page numbering again at page 11, skipping over the tab for the numbering. And then let's go down here. Maybe page 15 is going to be the page before the tab, so page 16 is going to be another tab. So again, I'll go up to Numbering and Section Options. I'll say Start a New One. Make sure that's A, B, C, D. And frankly, it wouldn't matter as long as it's something other than 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really our continuing number scheme. And then that becomes page P. Page Q is going to become my new page 16. So back to Numbering and Section Options. Start page numbering at 16. Making sure I'm using the original 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we go. 14, 15, tab, 16. Now, you might want to have something appear on your tabs. You might have placeholder text for, this is the project section, this is the bio section, so forth and so on. I'm going to say, frankly, just for ease of operation, I'm not going to have anything on my tabs. So I'm going to just use the Nun Master, really just to show you the mechanics of how you would do this. So my page P, which is my divider here, that's going to be I'm going to use my Nun Master, so I can grab the Nun Master, drag it down on top of that. You'll see a black border around it, and then let go. In my case, again, all I did was get rid of everything that's on there and replace it with a blank Nun. But while we're in the neighborhood, I want to talk about another method of doing this. Here, my page K, my 11th page, is going to use the Nun Master as well. My favorite method for assigning a master to a document page is to select that document page with a double click and then alt-click on the master that I want to apply. What I like about that is if you need to apply that master to different, multiple document pages, it's an easy way to select them and then apply the master. Also, it avoids what sometimes happens when you're dragging that master down on top of a document page. I've slipped on the mouse more than once and accidentally made a new extra page instead of applying the master, so this kind of avoids that. So this works really well. It's a little tedious, and if you have to juggle your pages around, that's where it gets a little bit dicey. Let's say that maybe we need to move this this tab page down between 12 and 13. Now that should work, although I think it kind of got away. See, it starts to mess up things afterwards. So you might want to save this for last after you've done a lot of other stuff to your document and you're sure where your tab pages are going to go. Then go ahead and embark on this. Now, let me show you another method to do this. And this other method assumes that what you want to do is create a PDF with tab pages, and then you're going to print and so forth. Using this, you don't really modify your InDesign document. You don't have to go suffer through those section start adventures. What you do is you make a page in your document that serves as your tab. You know what? I'm just going to put the word tab on it just for big and obvious. Let's make this, as I say, big and obvious. So I have a 24-page document, but I had this little extra sort of stunt double at the end of the document. Page 25 is my blank and that would be my tab. Now, where this isn't going to help you much is if you want to have different content on the tab. You know, in other words, if you wanted to say bio section or project section or anything like that, well, in that case, you'd have to make those pages with their content. But again, I'm assuming that I'm just making sort of a blank tab. This is invoked when you export to PDF. So when I choose File, and I'll just choose Adobe PDF Presets High Quality Print and Blank Pages for PDF, and I'll replace that. And so let me wipe out what's here, because I've done this once before, but I want to walk you through it. So let's say that pages 1 through 10 are content, so I'll say 1-10, and then comma, hey, insert page 25, and then comma, and then 11 through 20 are content, comma, insert me a page 25, comma, and then 21 through 24. So that looks like a hodgepodge of numbers, I realize, but let's break it back down. I'm saying, hey, InDesign, when you go make my PDF, insert pages 1 through 10, and then skip and put in a copy of page 25, then do 11 through 20, another copy of page 25, and then finish it out with 21, 24. So again, that looks like a hodgepodge of numbers, but yes, it will repeat that page 25 as many times as you tell it, you know, whatever your blank page is. And so I'm going to choose View PDF after exporting so you can see how this works. When I click Export, here we go. I'm going to go on the left side here and open up the page thumbnail so we can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and there's my tab page. Now, here's a little downside to this. There's no, as a friend of mine used to say, nothing difficult is ever easy. This page numbers itself 25, and there's kind of no way around that. The only time that would really matter, though, so let's, again, my scenario here is that you're using this as a method to get that tab page in there, and then you're just going to print this document. If you were sending it to somebody and they're going to view it on screen as a PDF, this little numbering bobble here could be an annoyance. If you choose Control-Shift-N, that's a shortcut for jumping to a particular page of the document. If I say, hey, take me to page 10, it takes me to page 10. If I say, take me to page 11, it takes me to page 11. If I get curious and I say, take me to page 25, it's going to take me to the first instance of 25 in the document. So that could be kind of annoying. So is there a perfect answer to this? I would say no, but a serviceable answer kind of depends on the destiny of the document. If you're going to make a PDF and you want people to be able to navigate around, well, you might use the section. And then if you might call it tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, whatever. And then when you get to, if all you're going to do is export to PDF and then print from PDF, in lieu of printing out of InDesign, frankly, then I think this method works pretty well. You have your page and then you just insert it. Again, it depends on the destiny of the document, and it depends on what you think is the most annoying way to do this, or the least annoying way to do this. But this gives you a couple of ideas of how you could deal with this.